Dembele, Messi, Jordi Alba. It was a victory that they celebrated with great glee. There's a lot to them. Reaching the cup final and did their confidence no harm. That was in Barcelona and it was against 9 men in the end.
Sevilla did shoot themselves in the foot a bit that game, but it's a team that can shoot themselves in the foot in cup competitions.
PSG do have a record of it. They really have to take every opportunity that's available to them. The men in yellow, and here is one. Spotted off by Busquets. Well, he was alone, really. He could have controlled that header better than he did. Yeah, just had that moment opportunity. Just got too much on the header. It dipped on top of him, on top of the head, rather than flicking it off the forehead. Two nerves jangling now.
Grateful to see this first 15 minutes out, no alarms.
De Jong in this defensive position again. Long blade to Jordi Alba. Busquets early for Dembele. Put in a dangerous position by Levan Kazawa. And a yellow card for the PSG left back.
So yellow card has been given to.
See, they conceded the penalty, a little unluckily in the new camp.
I don't know what's it was.
He's also played him onside, and you realise that Dembele's touch isn't that great, but he's that quick. He's got that much pace at once. Kazawa was committed. There's nothing he could do about it. You know whose range this is. Dembele's been back in favour and form since the turn of the year. And he's teed up Lionel Messi for his first shy at Keylor Navas. No mystery as to who's going to take it, but a mystery for this central position as to which side of the goal he's going to go for, whether he's going to go over the wall or under the wall. They have the man lying down behind the wall, which means that that's covered. He's going to have to go a long way over it because they're all going to jump. Messi has the full repertoire. That's the sighter in the end. Getting to come down. I like that line down behind the wall. It forces the taker to have to go over the wall, buys the keeper a bit of time, and also allows your defence, your wall to jump that bit higher with that bit more conviction. Dest. Busquets. Will be happy to have the opportunity to run Mbappe back down that end of the field if he possibly can, Serginho Dest. This is the danger when you attack. The potency of Mbappe on the counter. Pedri.
I think each time the boys with Barcelona, they can't keep the ball. They can't keep the ball.
It's now to Icardi, but Barcelona made quite a promising start here. Messi. Griezmann.
But one thing I've noticed is that Barcelona is also sitting back. I think if they have to increase the aggregate which they've gotten from New Camp already, I think they actually need to press. They actually need to press. They actually need to press.
Dembele on the move again.
Oh, what a save! What a save!
He's getting some joy running in between the centre halves, and it's a snapshot. Dembele criticised for his finishing, not clinical enough, really. It's recent weeks, including the first leg, as you were saying, Clive, but now hoping to ask more of Navas to make the save.
Yeah, 10 minutes of play. I think PSG don't have to defend. They have to play. They have to play. They don't have to defend. They really have to play this game. They need to take the game to Barcelona because what they are doing right now, they just want to sit. They just want to sit behind. And I think my candid opinion is not the right thing for them to do.
Gay this time. Cardi to Verratti. Messi's done well though. They do look edgy, Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Struggling when they get the ball.
Yeah, exactly. They are struggling to get the ball. Whenever they get the ball, they can't keep it. And in the final, I think the final third, you can't play like this against Barcelona. You can't play like this against Barcelona. They have to be clinical.
And the goal would clearly help. Not essential, but it would help.
Barcelona is just moving the ball around in the third area of PSG. Well, now, Paris Saint-Germain, they are on the break.
Verratti. Quinhos. Cardi. Good idea, but it's quite connect with Drexler. Opportunity of a counter-attack. Griezmann on the ball with options. Dembele with space again.
Dembele with space again.
Really do need to seize every opening. And Dembele's now had 2 or 3 sights of goal.
That's just wild. It's just a wild strike from him. It's the first time that PSG have gone forward in
numbers, and you can see the threat, you can see the danger on the counter-attack. Griezmann and Dembele providing pace. And again, it's painfully clear the finishing of Dembele isn't up to standard.
Yeah, the finishing of Dembele is not up to standard. He has been in that position for the past 2 occasions right now. But the finish is not really good. It's not too good. Because if Paris Saint-Germain should sit down like this and begin to allow Barcelona to dictate the game, I think at the end of the day, Barcelona may secure the winning they've come for. So because Paris Saint-Germain is just sitting behind. They are just sitting behind, allowing the Barcelona to dictate the game, and I believe it's not a good thing to do. They have to play. They have to play. They have to take the game to Barcelona. They really need to take the game to Barcelona. They have to take the game to Barcelona.
Barcelona won the last 4 games. Paris Saint-Germain the last 3, all without either side conceding a goal. Both currently sit second in their respective leagues. It's quite tight at the top in both France and Spain. 3 points cover the top 3 here. 5 points the top 3 in Spain. Still involved in the main domestic cup competition, so plenty to play for.
Yeah, Barcelona, they are dictating the game very well. Can they make something happen here? Paris Saint-Germain is just sitting behind, allowing Barcelona to dictate the game. If they continue all day like this, I think Barcelona is going to win this game. Not just only winning it, they are going to level up with the aggregate.
Very often. Pedri. Messi done well to pick out Griezmann. Now they tried a little flick on it, might come from Busquets. Here's trying to keep it alive, but Pedri has been put in possession half a dozen times now. Here's Mbappe. to Jordi Alba. And Marquinhos combining. Tracks are played quite wide on this right-hand side. It's not a position that he's perfectly suited to.
Yeah, Barcelona have to take the game. Yeah, Paris Saint-Germain. Now Mbappe. Oh.
The idea that if he gets the kind of opportunities that Dembele is enjoying at the other end, Kylian
Mbappe won't miss. You just see him, Mingueza coming out to it there. There's so little he can do once he starts backtracking. It's so quick, he can go either way. It's so difficult for him. He needs help at times. You can see the Barcelona teammates trying to get back with him, just not quick enough. Serginho Dest. Antoine Griezmann. Jordi Alba. Antoine Griezmann. Pedri's done well to find his way into the box and find a cross, which Kimpembe had to deal with, again anxiously. Neymar watching on. It's a good bit of play from Barcelona. They haven't got the height to put the crosses in, so need to work it round the back. Jordi Alba. Attack there. As he puts his hands to his head, you sense he knows that was an opportunity. Well, the header headed it down once again. It's a free header. Particularly you're looking at it, it's a chance.
So it's another corner for Barcelona. You know, it's about to take the corner. Oh, so it's a free kick. It's a free kick to Paris Saint-Germain. It's a free kick to Paris Saint-Germain.
Very assertive start by Barcelona.
Yeah, I think Barcelona need to play. They need to play this game. Dembele again. No, still it cannot still finish it. 3 chances now, it cannot finish it. I think what I've seen so far is that Dembele have to work on his finishing. He need to work on his finishing on the final third. He need to work on his finishing. Yes, Mbappe. No, the ball was intercepted. The ball was well intercepted. The ball was well intercepted. Now Barcelona is the other hand attacking.
Dest. Dembele. Lionel Messi is trying to lift it back into Dembele. Stop the fireworks now, they're out of bed. Here's Messi in towards Dembele again.
Kimpembe in the stretch. No foul. Griezmann. Dest. Griezmann's onside. Oh, when he couldn't quite pick out Dembele. Busquets to Jordi Alba. Long play.
Barcelona is going to no.
Busquets. Griezmann. Dest.
Barcelona is just passing the ball around. Passing the ball around. They're just passing the ball around. Well defended. But Barcelona is still having the ball. Well defended once more. As it is right now, I think PSG cannot able to leave their defense area. Barcelona is just turning around.
Pedri just couldn't quite reel it in, but Griezmann can. Just the balance of the game. If Barcelona can score first, you sense that Paris Saint-Germain would be in great danger of coming apart. You feel the fear from Paris Saint-Germain. You feel being so tight, so narrow around the penalty area that almost freezing inside their own box. They're desperately keen not to allow Barcelona in behind with those cutbacks. Messi. Griezmann can't quite reach it. Marquinhos does, but can't keep it. Messi feeding Jordi Alba. Turned behind by Marquinhos for another Barcelona corner. Messi feeding Jordi Alba.
Fullbacks to go out. Barcelona corner. Anyone to have the ball in and around the penalty area, just keep it tight. Pedri to waste. It's just such an unusual situation in any sporting contest to start with such a lead. It's like a leg race where you've given a half a mile start. Inevitably, you're looking over your shoulder all the time, wondering where your pursuer's up to. And Paris Saint-Germain are playing with that kind of fear at the moment.
What to say?
It's inevitable that history will be weighing on their mind more so than the actual game itself. And they'll be so wary. It feels like that they're playing with a lot more fear than Barcelona. They're just playing with the hope, the freedom, being 3 goals down. For all that, they've got a quarter of the way through the ordeal. And Barcelona haven't yet been able to register.
Nicely. And the ball is changing the
side.
Oh, what a save!
Kale Navas just got something on it, but Serginho Dest almost set the fireworks off inside the stadium. It's an incredible save from Navas because he's committed.
Yeah, it was a wonderful save for Navas. It was a wonderful save. It was a wonderful save.
Dest on to Busquets. Now Messi. Dembele couldn't quite happen. Dest is certainly enjoying this game a lot.
More than he enjoyed the first leg. He had a tough night against Mbappe. He's 20 years of age. It's his second season in senior football. Here's Dembele with another opportunity, and Messi in support.
Oh, what it means for Lionel Messi.
Well, they've done everything but score. Dest again.
Barcelona just knocking the ball around in the defense area of Paris Saint-Germain. Now,
Messi.
Oh,
Trying overhead because his first touch wasn't quite as magical as we're used to seeing from him. This was the hardest of the chances out of the 3, and the others, the opportunities that they've had, ball across. Once for Messi, just not being able to get there, and you can see Navas going down too early to his right, just inadvertently done him a favour.
the problem is that Paris Saint-Germain can't keep the ball.
So nearly breakthrough goal for Dest.
They can't keep the ball. Barcelona just passing the ball around, changing to different direction.
Back on the ball. Looks like he'll be Greg Berhalter's most obvious option out. Right back going forward. He has played left back. Here's Dest again. Quite come up with Dembele. Mbappe was held back, and that's going to be a yellow card for Mingueza.
You can imagine 10 chances, still they cannot able to convert one.
He's only got 5 senior caps.
They cannot able to convert one. That is to tell you.
2 November friendlies this season against Wales. Panama, the Gold Cup, the next
Major tournament in July, but Serginho Dest is very much a part of the US national team's future, the MNT. having real joy going forward. You can see PSG's fear of what's coming down the middle, the quick pass in the interchange between Griezmann, Dembele and Messi allows that width. It's giving it real fun down the right hand side. Against this play with fire here. It came through Mbappe. It's a final warning, I think. Dangerous line. Going through the back. Maybe hear the northern English accent of Anthony Taylor saying to the pleading PSG players, it's nothing, it's just a foul.
Yes, it's a corner kick. It's a corner kick.
He's only 21. He's become a regular.
Test in this defence without Sergio Roberto and Gerard Piqué. Important header away by Jordi Alba.
Yes, and now I think Paris Saint-Germain have started playing because now can they make something happen here? Mbappe. Oh, was well saved by the goalkeeper.
Has gone down, claiming
it was well saved by the Barcelona goalkeeper.
Off the ball, was he?
It was well saved.
That's a delay, isn't it? Comes complete with a squeal.
That is a brilliant save. That's a brilliant save.
No one around him, which is either a dive or it's something serious. He says there's evidence of contact. Well, yeah, there is just a sort of an accidental coming together there. Longley maybe stood on the back of his Achilles. Well, there you go. There is the evidence. I mean, the penalty given in the first leg was a little bit like that. It's a pursuit by
so far so good. This is 0-0 for Barcelona, 0 for PSG. But so far so good. Barcelona have been able to have 10 attempts. But it's a stalemate. They are still playing stalemate. So I think most of the chances came from
Stuart Atwell is established.
Most of them did, but he could not able to convert any of them.
Here's the VAR, and he's drawn the attention of Anthony Taylor, and you can see the contact there.
Also, for the moment, they are doing a VAR review.
It doesn't move.
A penalty because
doesn't see
Icardi was fouled
across him at all. He's going to get the penalty.
The ref said it's a penalty. The ref said it's a penalty.
A yellow card. I mean, you could argue it's a clear goal scoring opportunities, of course, inside the penalty area. Is that a challenge? I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't want to see a penalty given for that, but there's an argument that if you give the penalty, is it a challenge? It's not, it's a red card. You can see on his expression that there's no clear intent or no even knowledge that Icardi was there. There is contact. There's a real chance to put this game to bed.
Mbappe is about to take it.
PSG have scored their last 9 penalties. Mbappe is 6 out of 6 this season. One of the best goalkeepers in the world against one of the best outfield players in the world, Kylian Mbappe. Roof of the net.
So
Paris Saint-Germain score.
Mbappe just scored.
The run of play. And Barcelona have got to find 4 goals just to take into extra time now. In a strange sort of way, it doesn't actually change their requirement a great deal, but it's such a body blow after dominating this half hour to lose a goal in that fashion. But surprise, surprise, Kylian Mbappe has scored it. He's clinical. Stop-start penalty run-up.
Yes, you won.
Allows the striker to only really gain the power one way, but as you heard Anthony Taylor telling to Stegen, when you've got to stay on your line, it really does eliminate the abilities for the goalkeeper to dive high. So when that happens, if you do take the penalty high, there's only one outcome really.
25 Champions League goals for Kylian Mbappe, the youngest man ever to reach that target in 42 games. He's just 22 years of age.
So the belly is moving, but still it cannot take. Oh no.
Griezmann, Dest.
To keep the ball as well.
Last night, Erling Haaland became
Now PSG play with a lot of confidence, having scored the first goal of tonight's game.
Haaland's not 21 till July.
So far so good. What I've seen in this Barcelona team is that the team is just too young. No experienced player. The only experienced player you can see there is Lionel Messi, Griezmann, but still they've done everything pretty well. But at the end of the day, oh no, it was a corner. It was a corner kick.
Well, you'll have been involved in games, Rob Green, many times where you dominate for 30 minutes and then suddenly the opposition score. And I mean, whatever the aggregate score is, it's a difficult thing to swallow that, isn't it? It's too many games like that. And yeah, you think of the chances, you go back and you look at the players and the opportunities that they've had. It's just the final pass, that final finish. You look at Dembele and Dest hitting the bar, and you look back at those with real regret because the whole tone of the game could have changed.
Yes, of course, the tune of the game could have changed.
That's real involvement for Martin. Andre ter Stegen was to pick yet another Mbappe.
Tune of the game could have changed.
The tie out of the back of the net, two with his left and two with his right now. That's 8 goals in his last 5 games, 26 for the season. As I say, in a straight sort of way, Barcelona kicked off needing 4 goals, and they still need 4 goals. Need 4 now unanswered goals to take the tie to extra time. But here's Icardi. Surely not. It's a collision between Verratti and Jordi Alba. You seem to hear what Michael Richardson, Jamie Carragher's defenders made of the responsibility of a defender in those situations not to make any kind of contact with an attacker when you're pursuing him. Captain Gazzara in the first leg, and it's had to Longley in this second leg. Pedri, Griezmann, and he's found Dembele, and he can't find the back of the net. Really, it's the kind of chance where you should have given Keylor Navas no chance. He's trying to come up with excuses for him. The pass just died on him a little bit. You can see it scuff it into the ground. Navas has read it early. He's gone down to his left early. And even he can't believe it's that soft a finish. A change required for Barcelona at left back. It's actually Oscar Menguez who's going to go. Presumably they're concerned about him picking up a second yellow card. It is a left back, Junior Firpo, who's come on in its place. He has figured in the last couple of games, but has been on the fringes all season. Scoreline doesn't begin to tell the tale here. Dominating possession. Barcelona dominating the chances.
Messi to Griezmann. It's almost as if the goal would never happen. Barcelona back on the attack and back in control. Oh, like Griezmann, they just cannot make it happen. That final ball, that final touch. It's eluding them at the moment. Dembele. Pedri. Here's Messi. Oh, pick that out. Lionel Messi takes matters into his own magical hands and thunders a shot past Keylor Navas from nowhere. Something out of nothing, and it's just the power and that movement. Navas doesn't want to commit into the dive because his ball is wobbling all over the place. He wobbles up, down, left, right, and into the top corner. It's an incredible strike. Just beaten for pace.
So Barcelona won.
Here's Messi again. Just can't quite catch up with that. You can see the penalty appeals. Barcelona need another 3 to take it to extra time. 5-2 the aggregate score. Now, presumably that will be reviewed. Yellow card is for De Jong for dissent, or maybe that last incident, that last foul.
Yeah, it's Barcelona won. Barcelona won.
There was a big Barcelona penalty shout before.
So the first goal was scored by.
It's still down.
While Messi decided to.
The next keeper, eyes only on the ball. There is contact. What about the right forearm?
Barcelona still need 3 goals. 3 goals to have a chance to qualify. They need 3 goals to have a chance to qualify. So one of the Barcelona players is done. De Jong is done. So the game is so the ref is consulting the VAR to know the necessary information. The check is complete. So far so good. Barcelona has been playing so well, but just that PSG is sitting back. They are just defending so deep. That is why they cannot able to penetrate the defense of PSG.
Lionel Messi has provided it. His last 8 games, which is pretty much his career going rate, is 659 for Barcelona.
Barcelona is moving the ball so well.
29 of those now in the knockout stages. 25 for the season for Messi.
Now the ball is with the Griezmann. In my candid opinion, I think that the side of Barcelona, they are too young. The only experienced player we are seeing there right now is Lionel Messi, Griezmann, Dembele. They have been knocking the ball so good, but I think the final third is not too good. It's not too good. So I think if they need to secure something meaningful for this particular game, I think they still need to score one more. I think they still need to score one more in this first half so that they can able to have a chance. To have a chance in the second half. Imagine a team that have dominated the first half with almost about 15 chances, go attempt, still they be able to convert just only 1. So I think they just need one more goal in this first half. If they can able to score 2. I think the second half they can able to finish the work. But it's just 40 minutes of play. 40 minutes of play, so anything can happen in a game of football. Never say never, because we all know in the twinkle of an eye, something can happen. So Barcelona, they are moving the ball so nicely.
Left jab of the road.
Well defended. Now, but on the other hand, PSG, whenever they have the ball, they cannot keep the ball. They cannot keep it. They only pass the ball away. They pass it away so easily. So because of that, Barcelona has been dominated then, even in their own half. Now, Barcelona can they make it up here? Oh, what a save! What a save from the goalkeeper. No, Mbappe is at the wrong. Oh, what a save! So as it is right now, PSG is playing a counter attack. They are just sitting. They are just sitting back when they have the opportunity to counter. They counter. That's exactly what they've been doing all day. And Barcelona just moving the ball around, taking the ball, changing the position of the ball, moving to every part of the field. And the PSG at the other side is just comfortable to defend, because they are just waiting for their own. They are just waiting for how they can able to defend, how they can able to counter.
Such was the devastating power of Messi's goal. Just give it to him and let him have a go. How many times can he do that in a game?
They cannot keep the ball as well. They cannot keep the ball as well. That is just the problem. They cannot keep the ball as well. They've been moving the ball so nicely, but the problem is that they cannot keep the ball so they cannot keep the ball. PSG cannot just keep the ball. If they can able to keep the ball for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I think that will enable them to disorganize the one two touch Barcelona is playing. But still, Barcelona is still trying to look for the second goal, having scored the first goal by Lionel Messi. Now it's Messi. Now Messi.
Now Jordi Alba, Griezmann, Messi. Opportunity for Pedri, trying to play a very difficult return pass. Too difficult.
Yeah, it's still difficult.
Was it?
Now.
Go yourself. Seeing your main man score a screamer.
Still goalless in the other match, which is happening in Budapest tonight between Liverpool and RB Leipzig. The match is available on CBS All Access today. Tomorrow, full program of Europa League football starting
With the usual early kick-off 12:55 Eastern, which includes Manchester United versus Milan tomorrow. Here, Kylian Mbappe in Paris Saint-Germain, the lead after 30 minutes of Barcelona dominance from the penalty spot. Controversial penalty in many ways. Barcelona dusted themselves down and replied with Lionel Messi's wonderful equaliser. They need 3 more without reply.
Yeah, indeed, they need 3 more without reply, because they still have to score 3. They still have to score 3 to have a chance. They have to score 3 to have a chance. If they can able to level up, that will not lead them to a penalty extra time. From extra time, that will not determine the fate of the game.
This was on. Pass across the box. He was free. In one with Longlay's challenge. Pedri. Dembele. Sergi Busquets. Trying to finesse the pass in. There's another field. He's given a penalty here, I think. Antoine Griezmann's gone down.
And here's an opportunity for Barcelona on the stroke of half time.
Well, there's contact in the box. Can't say. It's Kazawa again. He gave the penalty away in the first leg. If the first one was, that certainly was. You have to say, after they deserve to go in the lead on the stroke of half time. It's Barcelona's 7th penalty in the Champions League this season. They have scored the previous 6. Messi lifted a penalty firmly to Keylor Navas's left in the new camp 3 weeks ago. It is being checked, and once more, the VAR, Stuart Atwell, is encouraging Anthony Taylor to go and take a look.
For himself, is he? No, he's going to take a look at the condition of Kylian Mbappe. Checks over, it's a penalty. Just a clash of heads. Mbappe in the build-up. XG players are unhappy, but benefited earlier in the half. A lot more fortunately on their decision than this one.
He is 7 from 8 from the spot this season. Facing Keylor Navas again.
Yes, Lionel Messi is about to take
Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi is about to take the penalty.
Very interesting in Paris. Oh, saved by the keeper and by his crossbar again. Keylor Navas did enough.
Goes for the power, doesn't go for the height. I guess it's the right way. Gets a little bit of fortune off his knee. Signifies over to the wench. That's the work that the goalkeeper coach does. It gives him information. That's why he's made the save.
Well, Messi went to the keeper's left 3 weeks ago. Went to the right this time, but not far enough to the right. It was a strange save. There was a hint of fortune about it because it hit the trailing leg, bounced up, hit the woodwork, could have gone anywhere. Now, there's a check because, of course, if the goalkeeper moved early, no, it's a bona fide save, and it remains 1-1. Messi will take a corner instead, and that's turned away by Florenzi. Busquets almost scored. What an extraordinary half it's been.
If you said off the weight of the chances, you'd have been 4-1 to Barcelona. You wouldn't have thought it was too far off.
So
Well, I'll hold my hand up and say I expected this to be a bit of a formality tonight. It's been anything but that.
It was
2 goals,
and
and that isn't half the story. It means that Barcelona still need 3 more goals in the second half. It's 1-1 here at half-time in Paris.
1-1. It's 1-1.
This match was brought to you by Pepsi.
So that's it. I don't know. Barcelona have done everything they ought to do to make sure they win this match, but unfortunately, they are behind. Unfortunately, they are still playing 1-1. Unfortunately, they still play 1-1. So it was a wonderful encounter. It was a wonderful encounter. So I think Barcelona, they've come here to win. They want to do everything to make sure that they win at the end of the day. Why PSG is just trying to do defender wise. They want to They want to see how they can able to defend this game so that they can able to progress to the next stage of the competition. If you look at the game very carefully, one can able to tell that Barcelona, they've come to win because they've done everything humanly possible to able to win this game. Look at the first penalty, the last penalty that was taken by Lionel Messi. It was well taken, but based on the fact that the goalkeeper from Paris Saint-Germain is a very good one, he was able to save that penalty. So far so good. It's one, PSG one, Barcelona one, Lionel Messi one, Mbappe one. So that is just it for now. It's first half. It's first half. So it's a wonderful game. It's a wonderful game. It's a wonderful game. It's a wonderful game. It's Lionel Messi.
To all of our viewers from around the world, we have quite a game in prospect here. Just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will. To all of our viewers from around the world, we have quite a game in prospect here. Just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beck. Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Yeah, do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
Have a look at the starting lineups now. away. Marcus Alonso. Suba. Oh, that's me. It's got a long way up and away. Gomez. Coleman. Over to the left. There's Rodriguez. Tries a through ball. Sticks in a front to win it back. Forward it goes. Takes it out to the wing. Looks like a good ball through. Now surely. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tries lifting it over. Shoots! Oh, good stop, it has to be. James Rodriguez. Allen. Goes wide. Is desperately calling for it out wide. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Gomez. Time to deliver. Allen. Towering header. Change the score. That's the request. Oh, sweet meat. They give it to the box. Gets good distance on it. Back. That's a pop. Takes it close. I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that promise. Now the pass. And it's goal! Goal! Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to be so dead, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-run finish too. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0. Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium. Forward quickly. Plays it forward. It's gone away. Popped it in gently. The shot's on! Great build up. You don't deserve the better ending. Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this. Oh, you really wanted that. Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious. He's one of the biggest influences out there.
Hello guys, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. We are still on break. I'll be right back. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe.
Into the channel. It is to the middle.
To all of our viewers from around the world, we have quite a game in prospect here. Just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beck. Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here. Let's have a look at the starting lineups now. We are underway. That's for the question. Oh, that's neat. Got a long way up and away. Gomez. Corbin. Over to the left. James Rodriguez tries a through ball. Clinton sticks in a foot to win it back. Forward it goes. Take it out to the wing. Looks like there's good balls through. Now surely. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tries lifting it over. Shoot! Oh, good stop, it had to be. James Rodriguez. Goes wide. Is desperately calling for it out wide. Oh, one defender.
Neutral Lisbon. Far removed from this kind of challenge. This is a proper scuff for them if they can take it. They're making hard work of it in this second leg in Paris. First half of real drama, wasn't it? You just wonder as this half unfolds, the more Barcelona will commit forwards, gaps they'll leave at the back. Mbappe, who was pretty much the sole outlet in that first half of PSG, will get the space to exploit. Gaps they'll leave at the back. Mbappe, to reiterate, a 5-2 aggregate lead for PSG in the blue. Barcelona need to score 3 unanswered goals to take the tie to extra time. Desti has had a very impressive night so far. Diallo operating at left back, as predicted. Busquets losing out to Verratti and then catching him. I admit, he's handed out some punishment in his time.
Tried to carry on, tried to continue his run. Gets a pat on the head.
Lionel Messi's curveball just before time has given Barcelona some hope, but if he can score so dramatically from 30 yards, why can't he score from 12?
Beauty of penalty kicks. Credit the keeper.
Beauty of sport. Best of passes from Messi to Dest. But they can't escape from Junior Firpo. No foul. Messi, Griezmann, Dest. Pacey and strong defending from Diallo. There goes Verratti again. Mbappe. No, you see it, no, you don't. Can't get Verratti in though. PSG have got 5 or 6 players out of the game if Barca can counter, but Diallo's made an impressive start. Gay catching Griezmann. Getting a yellow card too.
Committed more bodies forward in the first 4 minutes than they did in the whole of the first half here, PSG, and opened themselves up, surprisingly.
Maurizio Pochettino is still searching for his best team. This is his 16th game in charge. Now, has the yellow card been shown to the wrong player here? Pretty certain the yellow card was shown for the
Yellow
foul.
card was shown to Verratti for a dangerous foul.
Verratti has picked one up, maybe for dissent, in which case he would miss.
I think Barcelona have to press further in order for them to win this game, because if they continue like this, I think Paris Saint-Germain is going to knock them out in the. I think what I've seen in this second half is that I think Paris Saint-Germain have taken a step further, because if you watch the first match, I mean the first half, they were just sitting back. They just want to counter Barcelona, and that's exactly what they'll be doing all day.
Petri. Jordi Alba just unable to play Messi in. Cricket Young's actually been playing in a slightly more advanced role just recently for Barcelona. It's a good ball from Messi to Griezmann, and now Dembele just didn't quite read the run of Griezmann. It's slightly behind him.
For the first time tonight, Dembele getting in good areas with the ball. Just that final touch, that final pass.
According to the official UEFA side, it's Leandro Paredes who picks up the second of the 2 yellow cards just shown. The first to address the game for the foul, and then the second not to Verratti but to Paredes, in which case he would miss Paris Saint-Germain's next game in the competition. there's Paredes back to Keylor Navas, who's been the star of the show. Rob Green, former England goalkeeper. It would be difficult to assess his performance from a coach's point of view. I suppose it doesn't really matter which part of the body you keep the ball out of the net, ultimately. But they've been strange, unconventional saves, haven't they? Functional goalkeeping, we sometimes call it. Keep the ball out of the goal. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, they've been strange because they decided not to play the game. They're just sitting back. Now Dembele can he make this happen?
Towards Dest, it nearly happened for him. Diallo got a bit lucky.
The problem with Barcelona tonight is the end product. The end product is not good.
Out with a couple of spells of injury this season. Face Barcelona, the Clásicos for Real Madrid, which will be won this competition 3 times in 3
The end
years.
product is not really good. The end product is not good. I think Barcelona have to put more effort. They have to put more effort if they want to. If they want to advance to the next stage of this competition, they have to put more effort.
A little loose from Pedri. De Jong got the ball. It's Longley who got the ball initially. That is De Jong, now to Jordi Alba. Griezmann. Pedri to Messi.
Yeah, Barcelona is moving the ball so neatly.
Dest. It was the chest of Diallo. No escape though for PSG. Needed Keylor Navas to come to their rescue again. Same pattern as the first half. Staying very tight, staying very narrow. PSG allowed it really hard for the likes of Griezmann, Messi to link up and interchange. But then when they do win the ball, it's very hard to get some passes together because they're all so tight. Confirmation of the suspension for Paredes. It's such a well-stocked squad. There's so much. A couple of likes of Danilo and Herrera can play in that position. Barcelona squad stretched. Pedri.
Yes, I think PSG want to advance. Yeah, they're moving forward. Mbappe. They are just doing what I call counter-wise. Counter-wise that they don't just want to, no? You know, when you are winning, it's just like a normal game. When you are winning, and when you are winning 2-1 or 1-0, and you are having the ball at the very edge of that, the end of of your opponent's part. That's exactly what they are doing. Whenever PSG have the ball, they're trying to do a counter-wise that they're trying to keep the ball as fast as possible. But we all know how Barcelona played their game. They used to play their game very, very fast. So because of that, PSG cannot cope with their system.
Very vigorously, but the referee saw nothing untoward. Track back a long way, is making sure he's going to get there one way or another. He'd look at foul. Messi. Well seen by Marquinhos. It's been a very disjointed PSG performance. It's difficult to analyse because of the circumstances they're in. They just haven't got their act together. They're surviving more by luck than judgment. It feels like a game, just a game that they didn't need. A game that they could really want. They just want to get through to the next round.
They've got some massive games in Liga 1 coming up. You're just thinking, just get this one out of the way. Yeah, they're away to Lyon all week on Sunday.
Yes, Barcelona also so nice. But the question is, what is the essence of possession when there is no goal to show for it? When there is what is the essence of possession? You have a lot of possession, you have a lot of the ball, but nothing to show.
I can't believe it's the same two clubs that played the first game.
I think that crucial penalty that was saved, in the second in the first half. I think that will have changed this game completely. That will have changed this game completely.
Just calling for it, getting it set up for Petri by Dembele,
That will have changed the tempo of this game. Imagine a little Messi, penalty that was saved. That will have changed the tempo of this game completely.
Looking up, waiting for that help. He knows he can't put it in high.
Yes, PSG want to change. They want to change. They want to change. They are removing the Azez.
Give way to probably more defensively minded Danilo, the Portuguese international anchor midfield player. He really practice.
So they are removing Julian Dessler, and Angel Di Maria will be replacing him. While the Portuguese, the international, will be replacing.
On Saturday's substituting a cup tie after a month out, and it's Gay who gives way to Danilo in the central midfield position. Di Maria back thigh injury, which cost him his place in the first leg. Danilo actually played at centre back in the cup on Saturdays, been used in both positions, both by Tuchel and Pochettino. Two like-for-like swaps. This is the luxuries of this PSG squad. Such quality on the bench.
Yes, PSG is about to move the ball so nicely because they think they've done two change. The Di Maria is now introduced into the game, so I think they want to be playing more offensive. They want to be playing more offensive because if you see the first half of the game, they were just sitting behind. They were just, oh no, what a waste of ball. What a waste of ball.
It's Junior Firpo. Come on, long play. Jordi Alba.
I think they really need to allow Lionel Messi to go. They really need to allow Lionel Messi to go. I think this team, this Barcelona is not the one that we used to know in those days.
Switch for Jordi Alba. Made it to Messi. That's a wonderful challenge by Marquinhos. Still Lionel Messi.
Oh no.
Somehow Paris Saint-Germain block out the line, keep the door closed. Marquinhos mainly responsible. Just everyone waiting for the net to bulge. Once
There was an opening in the centre of this PSG defence. Was it a hand there? Did Pepe nudge the ball away with his hand when he's on the floor?
I saw him too.
It's the guy with the two wristbands here. Which one he goes down to the ground? It's Messi on the arm first. Didn't quite see the end of the incident.
Yes, I thought his hand too.
There is a potential penalty. Oh, it's over. There you go, tease. Ratty's down again. Jordi Alba felt that he hadn't won the ball. De Jong. Dembele. Cut out by Danilo.
They can just keep the ball.
Ratty's lost it to Pedri. Jordi Alba didn't get the return pass he wanted from Dembele.
If they keep doing that, Barcelona's going to
All in all, he's been disappointing tonight, Dembele, particularly as his pace has stretched PSG from time to time. It really hasn't made the most of the inroads he's made. Now the referee gets in the way. He has to stop the game. Give the ball back to the side, PSG, that originally had it. Dembele and the opportunities he's had, and as you're saying, Clive, got in good positions. Just thinking, if he's not going to take them, there's not much point having him on the pitch, really. Messi. Oh, Jordi Alba couldn't quite catch up with it. He's been excellent again tonight. It's no surprise, is it, ever? I mean, he is just been voted La Liga Player of the Month for February. He's in high form. We knew that. But he's taken responsibility tonight. He's been both the magician and the captain. And perhaps the most critical second of the entire evening so far, the penalty on the stroke of half-time, he couldn't convert. Di Maria. Icardi trying to work something. Just a glimpse of an attack, really, for PSG. Paredes. Mbappe. Verratti. Di Maria. Cut out by De Jong.
Nice play from Barcelona. They're just moving the ball around.
Griezmann's had a good night too. He hasn't had a particularly good month. He played 2/3 of the game on Saturday, spent the previous 3 on the bench. Hasn't scored in 8.5 games now, Antoine Griezmann.
Griezmann have not done much. I've not done much again in this game. I think all the chances of today was wasted by Moussa Dembele. All the chances, yeah, Barcelona is still attacking with Pedro. Oh, what a wonderful turn from there. Messi looking how to pass the ball, but all over the places you can see Barcelona team all over the places, but just that they're the final. Oh, see, that's exactly what I'm saying. Whenever they get to the boss of the PSG, they don't know what to do with the ball. Even Lionel Messi is confused. That is why if you look at this game right now, you cannot see Griezmann, you cannot see Dembele. So I think the
That's a red card offence. You can't be knocking the referee's badge off. Well, Serginho Dest has just had such a good night. He was substituted 70 minutes into the first leg, but that was out of necessity tonight. It just must be a question of exhaustion. He does so much running up and down that side, and so Francisco Trincao, 21-year-old Portuguese international, comes on in this place to carry the fight down the flank. But I'm sure Greg Verhelten will be very, very encouraged by what he's seen from Dest at a high level tonight. It's been positive. He was full of going forward, full of attacking mindset. Got such good areas and provided such a threat down that side. There's another young American on the Barcelona bench tonight, the 19-year-old Conrad de la Fuente. He was caught there by Diallo, caught it in the face.
Oh no. That's a yellow card offense. That's a yellow card offense.
It's his 16th game in charge, crammed into little more than a couple of months, 4 different competitions, 26 different players. He has won 12 of the first 15, but that's little more than is expected. That's almost the bare minimum for a PSG coach. Took Tottenham Hotspur to the final 2 years ago, but those are the expectations. He's done away from the pitch as well. Charm offensive.
Change of pass. Looking for who to give to Lionel Messi. Messi. Oh no. Waste. The final third is always the problem for Barcelona. The final third.
Striking fear in future potential opponents. PSG in the next round. Attacking intent, Icardi, 21 touches in the whole game so far. He's just barely noticed it. The whole of the match is an attacking force. Managed to win the penalty, but still didn't touch the ball. Well, it was a kick off. There's Icardi. Head of numbers. Let's be able to hear you. He hasn't scored for a month. The other game being played is available on Paramount Plus. Liverpool have taken the lead in Budapest against RB Leipzig. Mohamed Salah has scored the goal. 3-0 now is their aggregate lead. Barcelona need 3. Dembele in towards Messi. Danilo did just enough.
Really get into that area again, getting the ball across. Danilo Marquinhos coming across this sense of danger. Just got to get within the width of the goalpost to protect it. Dembele, little flick on is a good one by Busquets. Required a save. Got the right kind of touch there, just glanced it. That's a sharp save there. Deflection on it as well. Wouldn't have been expecting that. It's a decent height to fend away. Headed away by Marquinhos. Jordi Alba's won it back. Pedri has to go back. Frankie de Jong. Barcelona have had 2/3 of possession. Lionel Messi. It's the best of passes that for Pedri. Icardi can escape. Di Maria. It's a good player to have when you just want to keep the ball and let the clock run down. Keep it all night. Verratti. Di Maria. Junior Firpo just a little too strong for him. Get very little in real intent in going forward from PSG. Just happy to keep the ball, kill the clock. Inside the last 20 minutes. Just to emphasise again, Barcelona need 3 unanswered goals to take this tie to extra time. Trincao. Come for Jordi Alba.
Hello.
Budapest Liverpool have doubled their lead on the night, 2-0 on aggregate against RB Leipzig, 4-0 on aggregate. Jordi Alba. Charged down by Marquinhos. It's a real chance for Alba. See, Alba's committed and it was a complete miscue, really. De Jong. In towards Longley. Keeper did just enough again. Busquets. Trincao.
The balance of the game's been extraordinary. That's beautifully laid up by Messi. Gets it back from Jordi Alba. That's the foul. Florenzi. Tired bodies out there now. A bit too much chasing for Florenzi. Wasn't happy with having to track back. Left the leg in there. No real need to have the nibble. You can just come round Marquinhos and cover it yourself.
Where's the free kick? Is the free kick to Barcelona? So can
Barcelona, let's not forget, scored 3 times in the last 8 minutes. Their famous night 4 years ago. They made the comeback. It was in front of 95,000 in the new camp there. Messi. It's a good header by Icardi and a volley by Trincao. Harm's way by Florenzi in the end. Barcelona, PSG performance has been abject. They're trying to keep the ball, trying to keep Barcelona from their door and just toss it away like that. Asking for trouble, Messi. Jordi Alba. Dembele's there again, but can't quite force it in again. Diallo defended well. Diallo realising that Kimpembe's got his back turned, doesn't know. Dembele's there, just gets his body across. On a night of debatable penalties, I'm not sure that's not a foul. I was just about to say the same thing. You're looking at a small touch in the first half, making it contact. I mean, he's second in the queue for the cross. This is the incident before when Trincao's volley was blocked by Danilo. Put bodies in the way of the goal all night, really, and that's seemingly the main tactic for the evening. Colin Dagba is a right back. Alessandro Florenzi is in trouble. I was particularly pleased about having to track back with Messi a few moments ago. Perhaps got his wish. He actually played in Pochettino's first 2 games, but he's made only 2 appearances in 2 months since then, Dagba. Just 15 minutes of Champions League football this season. 22-year-old French defender, never really established at PSG.
75 minutes of play.
The most conventional keepers, Navas, but gets the job done. We're headed to the Champions League quarterfinals as things stand. Junior Firpo. Busquets to De Jong. Griezmann. Alba. Pedri's got Alba in again, and it needed Marquinhos to intervene, and then another strange save by Keylor Navas. A slice clearance. It must have been spinning in the air awkwardly, but nonetheless. Diallo unable to get Icardi away.
Messi. By Jordi Alba. Dembele offside. Yeah, the final whistle blew right now. Ronald Koeman would be frustrated, but I think it's been a lot to encourage him in the performance tonight, going ahead with the title race that he's involved in with the two Madrid clubs, the Copa del Rey final to come against Bilbao next month. A lot to encourage him. There's Miralem Pjanic, who's been on the fringe of things under Pochettino, rather surprisingly. Going to see Martin Brathwaite too, the Danish international forward. Pjanic for Pedri, and we're going to see Elix Mariba, 18-year-old midfield player who scored his first senior goal on Saturday against Osasuna. Actually born in West Africa, but he's been with Barcelona since he was 7. And he made his debut in January. A number of youngsters in this Barcelona squad that Koeman's chosen to use and impressed. It's almost been forced upon him, really, by the club's perilous financial situation and by injuries. Philippe Coutinho and Ansu Fati are both long-term absentees, as well as Piqué and Sergio Roberto, Araujo. And just $1 billion of debt. Talking about the lack of attacking intent from PSG, yet to have a touch inside Barcelona's penalty area this in the second half. De Jong. Griezmann. Trincao. PSG throw. Rebus sing here into the centre of midfield. De Jong. There is Mariba. Long blade to Jordi Alba. No shortage of confidence, no shortage of trust in him by the senior players around him. You can see that. Here's Trincao. Junior Firpo. Pjanic. It's 10 minutes to find 3 goals. Messi. Come for Griezmann. Trincao. Antoine Griezmann. Jordi Alba. Lionel Messi. Voted to Mariba again. Griezmann. In a way, rather anxiously by Colin Dagba.
Well defended.
So it's well defended by PSG in the end. Defending deep and defending narrow, but denying the space in front of the goal. Barcelona players desperately looking for that half a yard to get a shot away. Neymar is doing some light training again now. Contracts of both Neymar and Mbappe are up in the summer of next year. Here is Mbappe. Real chance of a counter-attack now. He's got options right and left. Icardi. Almost forgot what to do with the ball when they get it.
Yes, of course.
Well, it's the sum total of their attacking prowess in this second half, and the man who's had the fewest touches is never going to trouble the goal. Can Barcelona just get another goal to make life interesting in these next few minutes? Mariba fired into Trincao, couldn't quite gather it in his stride. Rafael actually played his part in that famous comeback 4 years ago, but on the other side, Rafinha. Came to Paris from Barcelona in October. Replace Marco Verratti against a lot of familiar faces. He was actually a regular in the final weeks of Thomas Tuchel's time in charge, but he went down with coronavirus just as Maurizio Pochettino came into the club. It's only really been restored in the last couple of games. Impressed in those. His older brother Thiago is heading into the quarterfinals with Liverpool in Budapest. They lead by 2-0 against RB Leipzig on the night, 4-0 on aggregate. Messi, here's Trincao. Dembele, it looked like a shooting chance, headed by Griezmann in the end, but it's passed up by Mariba. Apart from a screamer from 30 yards and a missed penalty, it's been the story of the night. Barcelona getting those positions, not making the most of them. Pochettino will be coming away from this game probably pleased to have got through the tie, but more questions than answers from the performance. Full day of Europa League football on Paramount Plus tomorrow. The two usual kick-off times, the lunchtime 12:55 Eastern Time, includes the headline act, Manchester United versus Milan. Ajax and Rangers are also in action at that time. In the later games, 3 p.m. Eastern, Arsenal, Roma, Tottenham Hotspur all involved. That's all on Paramount Plus tomorrow from the Europa League. If you're just joining this game, Paris Saint-Germain and the Blues started with a 4-1 aggregate lead. Barcelona dominated from the outset. First half hour belonged to them, and then suddenly they conceded a very debatable penalty, which Mbappe dispatched. There was a reply, a sensational reply from this man, Lionel Messi, which squared it before half-time, although he did have a penalty saved on the stroke of half-time. Barcelona have continued to be the better side in the second half, but unable to make their superiority tell in a game in which they needed to score 3 second-half goals without reply just to take it to extra time, and that time has almost run out for them now.
Yeah, time is really running out.
By Pjanic.
Yeah, the time is running out for them.
Taking one for the team, eating up a few seconds. The face of it looks about as comfortable as PSG could have really imagined, but the reality being, it's been a tough night for them. The Champions League quarter-final draw is set to take place without Barcelona for the first time in 14 years, without either the name of this man, Messi, or Ronaldo.
Jordi Alba. Marquinhos has led very well in that position at the heart of the defence. He's had to. He played in the new camp 4 years ago. Di Maria. Just haven't been able to get any cohesion or conviction into that play at any stage during the evening.
It's almost like they put so much energy into defending. The attacking part's kind of been a second thought.
Cardi joins the list of caution players. The yellow cards are wiped after the quarter-final. Pjanic. Jordi Alba. Again, good combination of Marquinhos and Kimpembe, keeping Barcelona out.
Almost 90 minutes of play. I think there will be additional minutes of 3 minutes.
The evening will end as it's progressed, with Barcelona in possession and attacking, just unable to find a way through to the treasure chest of goals that they needed to cause an upset. Trincao.
There will be additional minutes of 3 minutes.
Moriba. Junior Firpo's gone on. Pjanic couldn't quite find him. PSG can escape. Mbappe. Running past Longley.
Oh, what's the name?
That's PSG's 9. Kylian Mbappe, the prolific Champions League goal scorer, blazing it over.
He's been waiting for 90 minutes for an opportunity like this. 90 minutes of tracking back, of working hard, of defending.
So 3 minutes of play.
Scores a penalty. Eyes on a second. High and wide.
3 more minutes.
3 added minutes.
3 more minutes to be played.
Last 3 goals in 2017 came in the 88th, 91st and 95th minutes. It was 3-1, ticking into the 88th minute. And that was the preview story. The review will be interesting in terms of the performances. Barcelona are heading out this time. PSG survived a big alarm on the way to the final last year. They've had some scares this evening. Messi. Junior Firpo just couldn't quite force the ball goalwards. You would say that
It's been a night of what ifs for Barcelona. If Messi had scored that penalty, that man Navas not saved it. It's just been interesting. The real bit of jeopardy on the game. How both teams would have reacted in the second half.
Both face relegation-threatened clubs next. PSG at home to Nantes here on Sunday evening. Barcelona play on Monday against the bottom club in La Liga, Huesca. They can concentrate on that and their Copa del Rey final now.
just been a strange evening. I wasn't quite sure what to expect of it at the beginning. It certainly wasn't this. Ronald Koeman will be pleased. Despite going out, he's shown he's got a team that's together, one that wants to work for him. Paris Saint-Germain would like to feel as if they've managed the occasion well and progressed without any real upset ever being likely. Well, 3 clear goals in the final margin of victory.